Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and today I'll be teaching you why alignment is important and also how to edit our texts and several more things. So let's start. Why is alignment important? The align tools in Adobe Illustrator are a set of useful tools that allow you to quickly adjust your artwork. Knowing how to align your objects will help you keep your work precise and organized, and it can be done in less than 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, now when you use Adobe Illustrator, you'll be working with posters, logo designs, etc. all the time. Now, people always like to keep their graphic and text in a very tidy and neat manner. Okay, aligning objects definitely makes the whole look clean and tidy. Instead of moving it manually and still can't produce 100% precision, the align panel, okay, will help you achieve the best results in a couple of tricks and clicks. So if you're ready, now I'll start. All right, but now I will show you a couple of examples and then explain to you how alignment help these posters to look as perfect as possible. So the first one over here, as you can see that we have a poster for healthcare. Now I'll press Ctrl R on our keyboard to bring out our scale. Alright, now that you can see that we have our scale here, you can see the X and Y axis very nicely. Now what I'll do, I'll click on the ruler or the scale over here and drag out a line so that you can see how this works. Okay, now over here, after doing that, you can see that the lines over here, okay, they are aligned to a left alignment, and so is the title. Okay, now if I go to the bottom part, you can see that the alignment is totally a bit more to the right. Let me just zoom in and show you. There you go. You can see that it's a bit more to the left over here, and here you can see that the call information, okay, it's aligned in this part to the left alignments, and for our text in these pop-up menu dialog boxes, they are aligned to the right, and over here it is also aligned to our right, whereas over here it's also, this link is also aligned to our left, and this one is just aligned to the center, basically using our alignment tools. All right, now that I'm done explaining to you about this poster, let's go to a more complicated one. Right here you can see that this is a design strategy operation poster where we have certain information. All right, now I'll press Ctrl R to bring out our scale. So all right, so let's press Ctrl R, and now that we have the scale, I'll show you how each of these alignments work. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. And then let's click and drag this part and show you how the alignments work here. You can see that 2017 and the company roll-up banner are the same over here. After that, we have the details over here. They're all aligned in the left side over here, and the design strategy operation title over here is aligned to the right side. As you can see, they all fit on the right side in a straight line. Okay, and in the title over here, you can say that it's also aligned to the left side. So now you can see why alignment is very important while creating our flyers, posters, designs, and logos. It will help you to create your work in a very tidy manner, and it also looks very appealing to the person who sees your ad, poster, or digital artwork. All right, so now that we are done with this, let's start by showing you some aligned text and how you can do that. Okay, let me just delete these. Okay, now let's start by using the text editor over here, let's select the type tool, and then let's put some text. Let's increase the size so that it's easier to see. Delete this whole thing. So there you go. And now let's say and after that we just select control, then I'll press alt and then copy these words so that I don't have to waste time copy and pasting them. All right, now let's say that I have a set of lines or sentences over here, and one sentence is over here, one's over here, one's over here, and so now you can see that whenever I see this artboard, it looks pretty weird. I don't understand what message it wants to convey to me. So let's say that I want to bring all of them in alignment. So what do I do for that? Easy. Now we will select it together. Okay, select all the texts together. After that, you can see that over here in my object type, it's selling type. And over here on the right, we have some alignment options and also this align panel. We can either right click and then select align, or we can just select this align option over here. Okay, or we can go to the file menus over here and then select align in object menu. Okay, now I'll just select the align panel. All right, now here you can see that we have. All right, now let's select the align panel, and then I'll show you how to align your objects and how each of them works. So firstly, we have horizontal align left. So let's click on it, and now you can see that all the words are aligned to the left. All right, Control Z, and then let's try aligning them to the center. Now you can see that all of the words are aligned in the center. Okay, now let's try aligning them to the right. All the words are aligned to our right now. All right, so after that we have the vertical align top, which will all align the words to the top. Now let me create the words in such a manner so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's say that our words are in this manner of positions. All right, then I'll select all of them, and after that I will go back to align, and now we'll use vertical top align. Here you can see that all the words are now vertically top aligned. Okay, let's undo that again, and now if I use vertical align center, you can see that the center word that was here is aligned with the words on the top and the bottom. Okay, after that, if I use align and then select the vertical align bottom, the bottommost word will be aligned according to our words over here. All right, now that we are done with aligning objects, now let me teach you how to distribute the objects. Okay, now let's say, now to show you about the alignment option over here, we can also do that. All right, using them we can also do the same thing. So now let me just use my words in a pretty vertical manner so that I can show you how to distribute them. All right, so I have the words set up like this. Select the whole section of words, I go to align, and then now I will distribute the objects to the top. Okay, now after you do that, you can see that, let me first center align them. Now after I do that, you can see that all the words are aligned in a certain space according to the first word space between these two words. Okay, now let's undo that and say I have a space like this. Okay, now let's go back to align, and this time say I want to vertically distribute it to the bottom according to the bottom space. So let's say click on this. Okay, I forgot to select all my words. Then now you can see that it is all distributed towards the bottom according to the space. All right, so let's go back and go to align, and this time I will do a horizontal distribute left. Okay, so let's click on it. Now you can see that all the words are distributed to the left. If I press right, it won't work now. Let me just undo it. Okay, now let's do it towards the right. I have to select all my words first. Okay, then select the horizontal distribute right. There you go. All the words are now horizontally distributed to the right. If I click to the center, it will not happen. Just select it all again. Align, center. Now let's select this and then horizontal align center. Now you can see that all the words are horizontally aligned in the center in some way. It makes sure that, Illustrator makes sure that there's equivalent spaces between each of the words so that the center alignment occurs in our text. All right, now that we're done with that, let's show you what distributing space is. Okay, here you can see that vertical distribute space fixes all the words in a proper spacing vertically. All right, now let's say I want to select all these words again, and after that I'll go to align, and this time I'll select horizontal distribute space. Now you can see that all the words are distributed in a horizontal manner. So wait, let me just move the words in a horizontal manner so that you can understand. Okay, now let's select all our words, click on align, and then select horizontal distribute space. Now you can see that horizontally all the spaces are distributed equally. All right, so after that we have to know how to align objects. Up to now we were using text, but now we want to align objects. So let me move these words above, and now we will align objects. Now let me first draw some objects. Okay, so I want to draw a rectangle, and let's put the color fill to green. Okay, now let's press Alt and copy these rectangles. Now you can see that I have 5 rectangles here, and I'll use the same way to align the text to align my objects. Okay, so let's say I select all of these objects together. Now you can see that the align option pops up, and now I can also align them to the center, the vertical align top. Okay, wait, they're not going to work because my images are actually already aligned. So let me do this. Okay, so now let's go back to align, and then let's say I want to horizontal align left. Now all the objects over here are horizontally aligned to the left. Okay, let's Control Z and create more space so that it's easier for you to understand. There you go. Now let's select all of the objects over here and then align. Now horizontal align left, you can see that there worked. Now let's do it right. Worked. Now let's do it in the center. Now you can see that the centermost object is used to align both the left and right shapes. All right, now that we're done with that, the Vertical align top also works that way. Center also works. And also the bottom. You can see that they all work the same way. Alright. Now if you want to distribute the top, it all keeps the space of the first distributed object. Okay, let's undo that. Make it a bit more gappy so that you can understand. A bit more spacing. There you go. Okay, let's put it a bit more that way. Okay, now let's select the whole shapes, all the shapes, and then this time I want to vertically distribute center. Now it's all distributed equally in the center. Now say I want to vertically distribute the bottom. Now all the spaces are distributed equally according to the bottom space. All right. Now say I want to do it on the horizontal distribute left. You can see that all of them are horizontally distributed left, center, and on the right. Okay. And distribute spacing just like before. We can either do it this way or that way. Okay. So that is all for this video. In the next video, I'll show you how to use the text tool to create paragraph of text and then use align options for them from the menu bar. Okay. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.